The zoo made one big mistake, one of the biggest mistakes, by trying to divert Mazi Simon Ekpa'S ticket to, you know, Ghana, one of the closest countries, so that they can go there and pick him up. Maybe that's the president they have not talked to. This mistake is going to cost them a lot, and the Finnish president has already promised that it's going to cost them a lot. You see, if you listen to Simon Ekpa closely, you will hear him say that there is nothing that you can imagine that these people have not done to him. Nothing. Nothing that you can imagine. These people have done worst. So, but one of the biggest thing here is a whole look into the musical theory. I must tell you for free that everything we must put ourselves in a well-likened procedure and what it truly means. And the meaning is very big. You get? This is one big message that everyone must hear. So as we smile in a massive way, we must understand that two stuffs must happen at the same time. So we must understand this whole situation, these big dreams, these big wagons, these big scenarios, and what it takes. So, everything must be done in accordance, as they have made one of the biggest mistakes. And this mistake is just beginning. So as we continue on this path of freedom, this journey, this whole hope, this whole commencement, this whole ride for freedom, we must know that the journey has just begun. The journey has just begun. So, this is a big breakthrough. One of the biggest and one of the loudest. So, we are commending the integrity of everyone who stood their ground to make sure that Biafra is already coming to pass. One good turn deserves another. There is a big role in the mind of the zoo after hearing so much effort and the Finnish government saying that they cannot release its citizen no matter what, since the Nigerian government has failed to release a proper document that proves that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist as claimed by them, and his organization is a terrorist organization. Well, here's one or two that we should go home with. Number one is that I told you from the beginning that Finland is not Kenya. Yes, because it was the help of the president of the country of Kenya that helped him bringing back Nnamdi Kanu back, back to the zoo, and they framed him up and said that he came to see a woman. An activist will leave the square of his comfort zone and come to Kenya to come and see a woman. He said he came to collect money from from this young man, Femi somebody. But you see, if you like it, Finland will be in a funny. Come on, if funny, man. If funny, madele, bro. Because I did, bro. But it's okay, home, as we're not at that war. But it's okay if you want a crane, man. Like I go on, why you with you. For too long, we have been frowning at things that would have helped us, that would have set us right, with all possibilities. And if care is not taken, I'll be pretending to do one or two stuffs, and that's it. We must help ourselves to reconsider this whole situation and continue in this very path where everyone must see this very light of what we preach. So as we continue to put this whole scenario into darkness, we must understand that the game is already changing, and that's the beginning. So the Finnish government have understand that the only way the zoo have to reach Simon Ekpa is just by kidnapping, and they have not given them the privilege. So hacking a jet or a plane that is inside will not even help, because these people have the security resources and they don't joke with their citizens. They don't. They do not joke with their citizens, whether they like it or not. It is a game of nomenclature, granite. So we must understand this thing rule by rule, that everybody may see the light in which we bear. Thank you, Simon Ekpa, for fighting a right fight, and continue to prove to the zoo that because you run a corrupt country does not mean everybody is corrupt. Whether they like it or not, it's going to be theory, moving from one zone to another zone.